everyone, it's Vicki from Minerva. I'm here to share with you my top 10 fabric picks for the Minerva Exclusive Patterns Emma top. So let's insert an image of the Emma top and we'll just have a look at the style first. So you can elevate your everyday wardrobe with the Emma top. It's a swingy, easy to wear piece that combines comfort and understated elegance. It's designed with a flowing trapeze kind of silhouette, and it has a cowl neckline, and the Emma top, it drapes beautifully, making it, I think, the perfect partner to wear with jeans or leggings, something that you can wear every day. But I have got a couple of fabric options here as well where you can just elevate it as well to something a little bit more fancy. So the Emma top is suited to light to medium weight knit fabrics with some drape. And this top is really versatile, so you can wear it for casual outings or more dressy occasions as well. So details include a 3/4 length sleeve and a curved hemline that dips slightly longer at the back for a modern kind of tunic inspired look. So the Emma top is a pullover style. It doesn't have any closures, and that makes it, really sort of beginner friendly and quick and easy to sew. We rate this pattern as, from a difficulty point of view, as just 1 out of 4 hearts. So perfect for beginners or anyone just wanting, a quick and easy sew. It just has 3 main pattern pieces and a back neckline finished with like a strip facing. So yeah, this project is definitely perfect for anyone looking to create a stylish garment in just a few hours. So in terms of the suggested fabrics that we recommend in the pattern, so the Emma top is suitable for light to medium weight knit fabrics with some drape. Examples include viscose jersey, bamboo jersey, modal jersey, ITY and stretch knit velvet. And really we want something with a little bit of drape because of that cowl neckline, and also because of that slightly sort of trapeze style shape. You just want things that are going to hang soft and draping. So the fabrics that I've got to share with you today, now we've got a selection of what I class as more summery options, and then some that are going a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier, that you could certainly wear, through the transitional seasons, through autumn, winter as well. So it really is the sort of top that, you can wear all throughout the seasons. And I have got a couple of fancy fabric options in here as well. So, if you're thinking of just dressing this up to wear, perhaps you want to go out for a meal with friends, or, just something where you don't want to be too overdressed, but you just, you want something nice and, sort of elevated. So I've got a couple of options in those. So let's get stuck into the fabric. So the first option I've got, which is actually the type of fabric we've got on the mannequin here. So this is a viscose jersey. So this particular design is called Falling Blossom. It's one of our Minerva exclusive ranges. I think it's absolutely beautiful, that print. Very, very kind of sophisticated, and I love this kind of Air Force bluey grey colour in the background. Now, so our Minerva exclusive viscose jersey is made from a blend of 92% viscose and 8% elastane. It's got approximately 80% stretch on the width and 60 down the length, and it's approximately 220 GSM, which puts it in our medium weight category. So yeah, this is going to create a very soft, breathable, drapey, fluid kind of Emma top. It'll be lovely to wear, feel beautiful against your skin. Like I said, be nice and breathable, so lovely to wear through the summer months. And that cowl neckline is just going to hang beautifully in this sort of fabric, and that slightly sort of, the trapeze shape in the style, it's just going to hang and drape really nicely and skim the body. So yeah, that will be a fantastic option. We've lots of prints available in this particular base cloth, but also we do have Minerva core ranges as well in viscose jersey. So if you just want a plain solid colour fabric, we've loads of colours for you to choose from in those as well. Now the next fabric I've got, so this is slightly a wild card for the Emma top, because it's actually our Minerva core range cotton and lycra jersey. So it's not as soft and flowing as probably all the other fabrics that I've got to share with you today. However, I do think cotton jersey, a lightish weight one, works really well for the Emma. Now this particular range, we do on Minerva have heavier cotton jerseys than this, but I think this lighter weight, you know, light to medium weight one is actually a really good option for the Emma. You know, it's going to still have enough softness and drape in it that it'll hold, you know, that cowl nicely. You know, just be a little bit more prominent than it would, say, in the viscose jersey. So this particular range, it's 220 GSM, so that's medium weight. It's got 50% stretch on the width, 50 down the length, and it's made from a blend of 95% cotton and 5% elastane. So again, with it being a natural fibre, it's going to be beautifully soft and breathable, perfect to wear during the summer. This particular range comes in a gazillion different colours, like literally every colour you can imagine under the rainbow you'd be able to find in this fabric. But you know, you can obviously get cotton jersey in lots of different prints as well, with loads of choice on Minerva. So yeah, you've got a really kind of, if you look at sort of light to medium, you know, regular t-shirt weight jerseys, you know, you've so much choice, and all of those, you know, they would be fantastic for the Emma top. The next fabric I've got, so we've got an ITY knit fabric. So this particular design is a Minerva exclusive one. This is called Inky Ruin. It's a really funky kind of abstract print in shades of kind of like cream, grey and black. Really, really stunning, eye-catching kind of print, that one. Now this particular base cloth, so this is our ITY silky stretch knit fabric. It's made from 95% polyester and 5% elastane, and it has 60% stretch on the width, 50% down the length, and the weight on this one is actually 292 grams per square metre, which actually puts it into our medium to heavyweight category. And it is, you know, it is a weighty fabric, but it's not particularly thick or, you know, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a thin fabric, but it's not thick and chunky. So again, you know, and well, the main characteristic of this fabric is its fabulous fluidity and drape. I mean, it just hangs and falls fabulously, and that's why I think it will be fabulous for the Emma top. That cowl neckline is going to absolutely sit beautifully in this, and again, you know, that slightly trapeze shape, it's going to hang really well. Yeah, it'd be absolutely gorgeous in this. The other benefit of this fabric as well is that it's crease resistant, you know, so if you were taking this top travelling, you know, packing it in a suitcase, it's fantastic for that, and it is just very easy care and easy wear. So with this one, it comes in lots and lots of different prints on your website, but we also do a core range of plain colours in this as well. So again, if you were looking for a plain or solid colour, you know, we've got those available on the site as well. And then very similarly to that, another Minerva exclusive print. So this one, I've just got a smaller piece of this one, is our Bumble Cottage print. Isn't that really, really sweet? But again, we've, you know, hundreds of prints available on the site in this. And this is our recycled brushed ITY stretch knit fabric. So this one is made from a blend of 93% recycled polyester and 7% elastane. It has phenomenal stretch with approximately 90% stretch on the width and length. And this one is 220 grams per square metre. So it's a little bit lighter in weight than the previous one, but it still has, you know, it still has that fluidity and softness and drape that you get from an ITY. The main difference with this one is it just has a slightly soft brush kind of feel to it, so it just feels a little bit different, and it's just a little bit lighter in weight as well, but yeah, it still has that fluidity. It's going to hang amazing as that cowl neck, and it's another kind of, you know, crease resistant, easy wash, easy care kind of fabric, that one. Now the next fabric I've got, so this is one of the sort of the fabrics that I think you could really elevate this top with and create a more dressy version for, you know, maybe a more special occasion. So this one is our Minerva exclusive print, and it's called Phuket Palms, and it's our silk jersey fabric. So it's just the most incredible, luxurious fabric, this one. It just exudes luxury. It's made from 100% silk fibres, and you can see just how that hangs and moves. Oh, it's absolutely stunning. It has an ever slight sheen to it. I wouldn't say it's a shiny fabric as such, but it does have a sheen kind of finish. You can just tell it's silk looking at this fabric. Now the blend on this one, so like I said, it's 100% silk, And it's 150 grams per square metre, which puts it in our light to medium weight category at Minerva. And yeah, I just think that would be so, so elegant. And again, you can see the fabulous drape on that fabric with it being 100% silk. So it's going to look stunning in that cowl neckline. Yeah, and it's, you know, it's definitely the most expensive fabric I'm sharing with you today. But, you know, certainly a treat to yourself. Yeah, to treat yourself to some 100% silk. Now, the next 5 fabrics I've got to share with you, I would say these now we're venturing more, you know, less summery fabrics, more fabrics that you could wear, you know, through the transitional seasons or certainly through winter as well. So yeah, we're going a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier. You know, you don't want anything too thick and chunky for the Emma, just because, you know, like I say, that cowl neckline. So these are, you know, a little bit heavier than the last 5 we've just looked at, you know, just to take you through those colder months. So the first one I've got, this is our Minerva Exclusive Loopback French Terry fabric. So this is a cotton loopback. Now the blend on this one, so this one is 95% cotton and 5% elastane. It is 30%, it's got 30% stretch on the width, 50 down the length, and this is 260 grams per square metre, which puts it into our medium to heavyweight category, but it's, you know, it's nearer the medium weight end. And this design is called, it's called Urban Cheetah, one of my favourites. I love this design. But we do have lots of different prints available on the website, and we do also have a huge range of plains available in our core range loopback French terries if you want something plain as well. So with this fabric, a little bit like the cotton jersey, you know, it has a little bit more body, so not quite as soft and drapey as some of the other fabrics we're looking at, but it still has enough drape to, you know, for that cowl neck. It's just going to, that cowl neckline is just going to stand a little bit more proud. And some of the samples we've made in this, you know, when we've been, you know, creating the pattern, we've actually made in a French terry like this one. In fact, we've actually used this exact fabric, and it sews up really, really well as a more, you know, slightly more wintry version, or like I say, you know, something you could wear in the transitional seasons when it's not super warm. Yeah, and it's just gorgeous. So loopback French terry, if you've not come across this fabric before, it looks like a jersey on the front, but when you look on the back, it has a little sort of like loop kind of texture, which just adds to the thickness and the weight of the fabric, just making it, you know, it's a little bit heavier than a cotton jersey. But yeah, I think that would be absolutely gorgeous for the Emma top. The next fabric I've got, so this is another loopback French terry. So the same as the last fabric, but this one is actually a modal blend. So, you know, rather than a cotton blend. So this is our Minerva core range. So it comes in a whole range of different colours that we stock it all year round on the site. And hopefully you can see when I hold that up just what a difference that fibre content makes. The modal blend, or the modal fibres in this, make it super soft and drapey, you know, very, very fluid and kind of floppy, if you will. You know, it's got lots and lots of drape in there. Even though, you know, it's the same type of fabric, it's just, you know, it's a different fibre content to that last one. So this one is made from a blend of 95% modal and 5% elastane, and it has approximately 35% stretch on the width, 40 down the length. And this one is approximately 270 grams per square metre, which puts it into our medium to heavyweight category, but again, it's nearer the medium weight end. And yeah, it's just, so you know, it looks like a jersey from the front again. It has that loop texture on the back, you know, very fine loops. But again, it just adds to the weight and the thickness of that fabric. And for a fabric that has, you know, that does have such a good weight, it really does drape fantastically, does this. So yeah, I think, I love the idea of this one for a transitional Emma top. I think you could get so much wear out of that in your wardrobe. It feels absolutely buttery soft. Modal fibres are just gorgeous, and it's going to feel beautiful against your skin. It's going to be lovely and breathable as well. Yeah, a really lovely option, that one. Next up, I've got a Ponte Roma fabric. So this particular fabric I've got to show you is our Minerva Exclusive range. And this particular design, it's one of our best-selling prints, this one. This one is called Painter's Patchwork. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I love this print. And I love this base cloth as well. It's one of my favourite types of fabrics to sew and to wear. So the Minerva Exclusive Ponte Roma. So it's a Ponte Roma double knit, and what we mean by that is that the actual knit stitches, if you will, that make this fabric, if you look on the front or the back of the fabric, it's the same. So that's what we mean by a double knit, and it gives it the fabric a little bit more weight and body. The blend on this one is 23% viscose, which gives it a beautiful softness and actually a decent amount of drape for a Ponte Roma as well. 74% polyester and 3% elastane. It has 40% stretch on the width, 20 down the length, and this one is 270 grams per square metre. Again, that puts it in our medium to heavyweight category, but it's nearer the medium weight end. So with this Ponte Roma, it is, even though, you know, like I say, it's 270 GSM, it's got a good weight, but it doesn't feel thick and chunky. And because of that viscose content, you know, you can see it still drapes really nicely. So for the Emma top rather, with that cowl neckline, you know, it's absolutely gonna hang very nicely. It's gonna, you know, hold that cowl neckline a little bit more proud than, you know, perhaps say like a viscose jersey, for example, because it's not quite as soft and drapey as that, and it's a little bit thicker. So yeah, it will hold that neckline really proud, but yeah, it's got enough drape in there for it to sit really well. And yeah, definitely another great option for the transitional seasons, for your spring and autumn, and through the winter as well. And I think with this one as well, you know, we have loads of different prints available on the site, hundreds and hundreds to choose from. It's one of our best-selling base cloths, this one. But we also have Minerva core range Ponte Romas as well. So with lots of different plain colours that you can choose from. I would just say with the core range Ponte Romas we do, I would stick to the ones that are, you know, the medium to heavyweight rather than the heavyweight Ponte Romas. If you go too thick and heavy with a Ponte Roma, that neckline, you know, isn't going to sit as nicely. But yeah, we've lots to choose from that would be perfect for the Emma top. Now the second to last fabric now. So now this is probably our most wintry fabric that I'm going to share with you. So definitely something, you know, you would wear through autumn, winter and spring when, you know, it's a little bit cooler. So this one is another Minerva exclusive design. So the name of the print on this one is Glorious Garnish. It's a gorgeous print, a lovely little small scale print on this one. And this one is our melange sweater knit fabric. So this one is made from a blend of 96% polyester and 4% elastane. It has 70% stretch on the width and 20 down the length, and it's 210 grams per square metre, which is medium weight. Now with this one, I would say this is probably the one that feels maybe the most thick and cosy of all the fabrics we've got, even though it's only actually medium weight, which, you know, that's something we talk about in the Minerva Fabric Guide here at Minerva, that you know, thickness doesn't always equate with weight. Just because a fabric is a weightier fabric doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be, you know, thick. And likewise, if something's thin, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be very lightweight. And that's where, you know, this fabric kind of falls into that, where it is only a medium weight, but because of the, you know, the nature of the way it's knitted, it does have a very kind of cosy, soft feel. It's verging on feeling a little bit chunky, but not so chunky that it wouldn't be suitable for the Emma top. So yeah, this is the kind of the thickest I would go really for the Emma top. But as you can see, it has fabulous drape to it. And for such, you know, for a thicker fabric, a thicker knitted fabric like this, the drape is fabulous. So again, that cowl neckline is going to hang really well. The trapeze style shape will hang really well, but overall it will have a more wintry feel to the garment, you know, because of this knit, more cosy kind of texture that this fabric has. So yeah, really, really gorgeous one. And this one again comes in loads of different prints on our site. So you have tons of choice, you know, whatever your particular style. And then the last fabric I've got, so this is the second one I mentioned of a fabric that I think you could really sort of elevate this this pattern with, and, you know, create a more dressed up, you know, sort of glamorous version of the Emma top. So this is our Minerva Exclusive recycled crush velvet fabric. So this particular print is called Wild Veneer. This has been such a popular print this year. Animal prints are just so on trend right now, aren't they? And this is quite a deep, dark, moody almost kind of animal print. I think it's very sophisticated, very, very gorgeous, that one. Now the blend on this one is, it's made from 92% recycled polyester and 8% elastane. It has 60% stretch on the width and 15 down the length, and it's 255 grams per square metre, which puts it in our medium to heavyweight category. But again, it's, you know, it's nearer the medium weight end. And this fabric is just absolutely beautiful. So it's a stretch knit velvet fabric. So like I say, it's got 60% stretch on the width and 15 down the length. And it has this beautiful crush texture to it, which is, yeah, it's such a beautiful quality fabric. It just catches the light really subtly because of that crush texture, and it just, you know, just adds something to the overall fabric. You can see just what incredible drape this fabric has. I mean, it's just so slinky. It's going to hang fabulously on that cowl, and I think with that velvet crush pile, you know, on that cowl neckline, it's really just going to look, you know, it's going to catch the light. It's going to look very elegant, very sophisticated. Yeah, it will be fabulous for a more dressy version of the Emma top. So that's all the fabrics I wanted to share with you today. So I hope that's give you, you know, lots of ideas and inspiration for your Emma top, and certainly, you know, lots of different types of base cloths that, you know, can carry you through all the seasons with this one pattern. I particularly love that in a pattern where, you know, you can, depending on the fabric choice, you know, it can take you through all the seasons, and, you know, you can get lots and lots of versions, and, you know, really sort of get value for money out of the pattern. So as always, I will tag all the fabrics and of course the pattern itself below this video. So if you're interested in, you know, looking at other colours in the range of these fabrics, looking at the details, prices, you know, all of that information you'll be able to find tagged below. And just to mention, here at Minerva, we do offer super fast, free worldwide delivery. So wherever you're watching us from, you know, we can send parcels out to you. We do offer a sample service on all our fabrics as well. So, you know, if one of these base cost packs is new to you and you just want to see and handle the fabric, you know, before you commit to buy, that's no problem at all. We do offer all our fabrics as well in increments, so you can buy, you know, just the amount you need, so there's no wastage there. And we do offer a thread matching service on our fabrics as well. So, like I said, I hope you found that really sort of inspiring, and it's got you excited to sew, you know, your version of the Emma top. Do let me know in the comments below, you know, which sort of fabric you would choose. You know, are you thinking to make more of a summery version, something a little bit more glam? You know, I'd love to hear from you. And of course, you know, if you do make a version of the Emma top, please do share it with us at Minerva. Join our wonderful free sewing community. You know, we always love to see what you guys are making, and of course when it's with our patterns, you know, it's even more special for us. So yeah, we'd love to see your versions shared on the site. Please do share them with us. Yeah, and thank you so much for watching today. I really hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be back again with another video soon filled with more fabric and sewing goodness.